Man, let me just say something on here, bro. Because life is too short for me to be silent and just let all of the things pass by. Sometimes, life, it talks to you through the things around you. Look at that. I'm seeing a butterfly right now. You know what that means? It means the caterpillar's out of his cocoon. But this is I'm not perfect part. It might be like 9:30. I don't know. I don't know because But listen, right? This life that we live in is like, you think that it's long because we look at it from a human's perspective. We look at it from our physical selves. But this life really is like a snap. It's like a blink of an eye. Like this shit, it really don't last that long. It never is promised. Tomorrow is never promised. Today is never promised. The next second isn't, promised. So it's just like to live in a state of fear, anxiety, worry, stress, depressed, and more importantly, in a state of the past. You don't get to really see what you could have been. For the first time, now it's not the first time I've seen one. It's not the first time I've seen one. But for the first time in nature, rather, I was face to face with a snake. I'm just chilling, just venting to the universe, to the trees, to, you know what I mean? I look to my left and I see one just slithering by. Nigga, I was barefoot. I took my shit and ran, bro. I ran. Cause like, listen, I'm a spiritual nigga, right? The essence of God flows through me all the time. But I'm on a thin line with that nigga, bro. Like, I'm on a thin line, bro. I could feel it. I be testing my luck too much sometimes, If I didn't look over and did not see, bro. I mean, of course, it's a snake, so I'm not about to, like, it's not gonna do anything to me as long as I don't do anything to it. But at the same time, it's like, when is a human ever in grass and the trees and, you know what I mean? Like, when is a human ever in this environment? Basically never, except when y'all motherfuckers play frisbee golf and shit, I can sense that impulsive energy right now in the comments. Go to the snake. I'm not showing you the snake, bro. I'm not showing you shit. Cause listen, I'm not about to kill myself for views, bro. Like this shit do not mean that much to me, bro. Like, I just simply speak how I feel and I let the people interpret and, disperse their thoughts to me by any means necessary. And I will admit that sometimes I don't really like what y'all have to say to me, but it's like, at the end of the day, it's part of the job. So, I mean, what can you do, But life is too short, bro. Life is too short. You think that it's long because it's 100 years or more, but in space, 100 years is like 5 minutes. If you really think about it, like 100 years could be like an hour in space. You know what I mean? Maybe 2 or 3. But like the point is that life's too short to be living in fear. See how the universe got quiet as soon as I said that? Life is too short to be living in fear, bro. And if you keep living in that until God says game over, you're gonna, man, you won't be able to actually live out the things that you dream about. You won't actually be able to live out the dreams that you have. It really just opened my eyes. Because, you know, when I was younger, I had this dream, right? And then I woke up, and then it was like this snake right next to me. But it was obviously, it was a metaphor for like the serpent energy. It obviously was that. It was the metaphor for that. So it wasn't no physical snake. It was just something that I seen. Something that I seen, if you know what I mean. And it felt like I just got like reversed back into time, and I did the same shit. I did the same shit, except this time it actually appeared in the physical. All I wanted to do was just ground, and then I ended up getting completely lifted from the ground. But needless to say, that I'm actually out here, you know? I'm actually out here. Where some people don't even see the sun. Some people don't even see the trees, the grass, and the leaves, and the butterflies, and the flies, and the ants, and the snakes. I'm really trying to figure out what this means, but I feel like that's exactly what gets me in these situations. Trying to figure out the meaning of shit. Trying to figure out my purpose, trying to figure out the meaning of everything. Dude, detachment from who you are and what you are. I feel like that's the key to enlightenment. Because when you don't know who you are, you don't know what you are, you can be anything you want to be, like a child. When you first land here on this spaceship, in this spaceship rather, that we call the body, in this planet that we call Earth, you don't know who you are. You don't know what you are. You don't know how you came here. You're just here. And so you proceed to live life. And just go with the flow of shit. Just go with the flow of shit. But when you start to grow up, you start to find out what you are, find out who you are through other people, not by yourself, by the way, through other people. You then begin to say to yourself, okay, well, I am this and I am that, and this is how the root gets blocked off. I am not my environment. I was always the creator of it. Right? I was always the creator of that environment. I was always the one generating energy to spawn into that environment. And that's why I genuinely believe that was a wake-up call, that snake right next to me, you know? I'm still looking like there, but I can't see it. Can't see it from here. But I'm thankful that I rose above my fears. And I decided to be out of the house and, not let thoughts control me, because in doing that, I never even got to see the beauty of life itself. See, like, I feel like in that scenario, God just like spawned it with no meaning attached at all. But because of all the things that I've went through in life, I attached a meaning to it because of everything that has been going on to this day. It's not always bad out here. Sometimes I see cardinals. Sometimes I see blue jays. I see very beautiful birds. But today, out of all days, of course I see that. And the truth is that energy is within. That energy is within, and it's the most abundant thing that I could ever ask for. But to lust for something like that, you'll never learn anything from life. Instead, it'll just bite you and you die. So instead of letting the snake bite you, how about you let it rise? Life is too short to be living in fear, man. Life is too short to be living in fear. What do you got to lose? Of course, don't live in fear, but don't be stupid. You know what I mean? Don't live in fear, but don't be stupid either. Don't be an adrenaline junkie that just needs to constantly be shocked in order to be satisfied with life. Because the truth is, I was just out here to ground myself in nature. I just wanted to chill. When I'm out in them fields, ground let me heal. That's the only time that I seem to chill. I'm not watching no reels. My Achilles heel is not giving a reward and keeping it sealed. Y'all gonna listen to that eventually. But I just wanted to chill. I just wanted to ground myself. I did not want serpent energy to be around. You know what I mean? I just wanted to chill. But I guess on this path, if you're not aligned with peace and love, you will get what you are at, right? So rise your energy, rise your frequency, rise your vibrations, and Stop living in fear, but don't be an adrenaline junkie. Don't live in fear. Be courageous with life. Don't give up on your dreams and who you are. Stop caring. Stop caring. And if you Karen, stop being a Karen. Because from a cosmic standpoint, we're much more larger than what we think we are. On a cosmic scale of things, we're much more than what we think we are. We just don't see it. We don't realize it because of what frequency we've been vibrating at for years, for centuries. Y'all ever seen The Laws of the Sun? I've talked about it before. I'm trying to figure out the name of that king. There is a king on The Laws of the Sun. Let me make this clear. He was not no Jesus. He was not no Buddha or nothing like that. I think his name was like King Kantare or something. Okay, maybe he was like a Jesus or a Buddha. But he told the people, the power is in you. The power is in you. Look to the sky. Look to the sun. And feel the power within. He said that. He was telling the people that the same power he got within himself, they have too. There was no higher or lower. There was no king and then peasants. Nah, they were all working for the same cause. They were all working for the same cause. They were all striving towards self-improvement and enlightenment within themselves. I think his name was El Cantare. But either way, it's like at any moment in time, you can always go outside and just feel the energy and see what I'm talking about. But at any moment in time, if you feel as though the power is outside of you, it's within somebody else, it's within something higher than you, just remember that same power is in you too. Whatever you're projecting yourself outside of, just know that same power is within you. And it actually feels a lot better to embrace that power instead of just desiring it and craving it and seeking it outside of yourself, Yeah, I don't want to go without living the life that I am supposed to live. Living a life at a frequency that actually resonates with my true character, with my true essence. I've been living in a state of inauthenticity for too long. I'm gonna keep it honest with you. I'm keep it real with y'all. I've been in a state of inauthenticity for too long. Yeah, I keep it real on here, but it's like real life. It's a whole different story. Like, as soon as the camera cuts off, I'm quiet. As soon as the camera cuts off, I ain't got nothing to say. As soon as the camera cuts off, sometimes I be going back on my work. And I think that I can heal myself through the things that I've been doing along this path ever since 2020, when I actually woke up to this reality, woke up to life itself. sometimes those things don't actually heal you. Sometimes actually just facing the thing that you're running away from is the key to seeing the truth, being the truth, embodying the truth. All right? But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna practice being more authentic with life itself and just having my true self be seen instead of some character or role that I play, you know? Because I tell you what, I could have gotten bit by that snake and I wouldn't have seen it. And so it just teaches me that, like, I can't live in a state of fear anymore, you know? So, I don't know what you're gonna take from this video, but I'm gonna go and live my life. Because it's too short and it's too precious to not live. More importantly, to give into the hands of somebody else. Life's too short to do that. So live your life, be your best selves, and detach from the meaning of everything. Because that is how you fall. That's how you fall. Trying to find out the meaning of everything. That is how you fall. Every time. I'm out, bro.